This is a difficult video, but sometimes we have to realize that the problem is us. Sometimes we have to realize that we are the toxic ones. Listen to this video as I break it down and how you can handle it.
Cyrus, Ausar.
This is a difficult topic, but sometimes we have to realize that we are the problem. We are the toxic ones. If you realize that you leave a trail of problems, then you gotta understand at some point that it's you. You have to. Like when you realize you had a problem with your mom, you had a problem with your dad, you had a problem with your friend, you had a problem with your boyfriend or girlfriend, you had a problem with this teacher, this, coaches, everything. Like you have problems all the way up and down your life. You have to realize that that's your nature. That's your frequency. That's your vibration. That's where you operate at. And it typically means you're spoiled. And not in a sense of you get toys or things like that. No, it's a sense of I want things to go my way or I have a problem. If things don't go my way, I have a problem. That's typically the case. So you have to understand that everybody's definition is not your definition. Because you have a problem with everybody, start analyzing why you have a problem. I'm giving you a full breakdown on how you can come up out of this. You have to realize, why do I have a problem with everybody? And typically it's because how you look at life, they don't look at it the same, so y'all don't identify. Let me give you an example. You can say, this person ain't being real. This person ain't being honest. I can't rock with this person because they ain't do this. And whatever you're going to say that they did not do is really how you would do something. That doesn't necessarily mean it's right or wrong. It just means the things that you went through in your life make you operate us in a certain manner. Some people are passive aggressive. I don't care for passive aggressive behavior, but some people are passive aggressive. Some people are extremely direct and rude. Some people are liars. Some people are, just everything. And when you understand that, you can understand how you can deal with people. Like, I know you can sit back and say, you know what? People just need to change. They need to do this. No. Not everybody. Everybody don't need to change. It's about working on you and understanding that you can't control what happened to you. You can control how you respond. And if you respond in a way that incites a problem all the time, you are the problem. And that's one thing that is hard for some of us to accept, when we are the problem. So listen, how you overcome these things is this. Understand that everybody's definition is not your definition, one. But understand that life is different for different people based on what they went through. So this person may have been beat growing up. They really, just let me be straightforward with you. This person may have been beat growing up. So they got to a point where they're timid on stuff. They don't want to say anything. Because if they say something, they're afraid that they may get hit or beat on. Because that's what they got, like, their whole life. So if you interact with this person as a friend, they may not tell you, I got beat. They're not going to say that. They're just going to let you talk and be afraid to say certain stuff because their trauma that they never overcame. So now you on this other side saying, you know what? You should have just told me blah, blah, blah. You don't know what they went through to make them respond the way that they respond. Now, I'm not saying the way they respond is right or wrong. I'm saying that's based on their life, and that doesn't make it right or wrong for you because you identify in a different manner. And that's what can cause the problems for you. Because you will look at something and say, I want it my way. Period. Everything my way. And that spoiled mentality ain't gonna work for you. As I said, you gotta look at the nature of stuff. The nature means everything is cyclical in this world. You can look at your patterns and know where you're going to end up. You can ask yourself, if I continue doing what I'm doing right now, where would I end up 5 years from now? Some people know when they selling dope, I'm throwing rocks at the penitentiary. I know if I continue doing this, I'm going to end up dead or in jail. I know it. They know it already based on their patterns. So you can say the same thing for yourself. If you run into everybody and they negative, or you're negative with them, realize this is my pattern. So what am I going to teach my children? What type of relationship am I going to have with my boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife? What type of relationship am I going to have with my friends and family? I realize I keep falling out with everybody. How do I work on myself? So let me give you the answer to it. You work on yourself by self-reflecting and understanding that everybody's definition is not yours and the world don't revolve around you. And I know it can be difficult, especially if you did grow up spoiled, or if you did grow up not spoiled, but you think that the world revolves around you. The challenging part is, how do you identify that? Let me give you a breakdown. You identify it by looking at the things that you've been through and analyzing the root of that problem. When you fell out with your friend or your family member or whoever, what was the real root? Now be real with yourself. You'd be like, I didn't like the way they responded to something that I did, or I don't like the way they handled this, or I don't like the way that they blah, 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 or this blah, 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 blah. It's going to be a way you felt that they should have did something. But understand this. Everybody in this world operated things based upon the things that they've been through. It's like traumatic experiences or experiences that taught them that they can receive this prize. In this capitalistic society that we all live in, you may have done something and you received a prize behind it. You worked hard on this and you got an A on your paper. And then you did this at your job, you got a raise. So that behavior pattern tells you that this gives a successful result. And the same thing happened on the negative side. This person got beat, so they cover up. This person got blah, blah, blah. So those things happen on both sides. And if you understand that, you'll understand that when you interact with somebody, they have their own world in ways that they respond to issues based on the things that happen in their life. So it will be the same thing for you. You're going to respond to things based on the things that happen in your life. But that doesn't mean your way is right or wrong. So sometimes you got to fall back and really listen. Sometimes it takes, before you send that text message that you're going off, tell yourself, you know what? I'm going to send it tomorrow night. And if I feel the same tomorrow night, then you know it is what it is. Give yourself some time to think. Because that's one of the key things that I noticed with people like myself at one point when I was like this, and other people, they don't give themselves time to think. They react to everything. You just react. And when you react out of a state of emotion. And anytime you react emotional, don't typically end well. So evaluate your patterns and you can fix these things within you. You can recognize if you're the toxic one. You can recognize how to change the things within you. So make sure you do that, and I promise you things will get better. It's a pattern of yourself that you need to fix, but it's a process as well. Thank you for taking out the time to watch this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to get a shirt or a hat or one of my books, you can do so in the description box below. Also, continue reaching out to me on social media as far as Instagram. I truly appreciate the messages y'all give me and the topics y'all send me and the questions y'all ask me about y'all's life that I'm open to answering. Thank you once again. My name is Cyrus Ausar, and my mission is to decrease depression and prevent suicide by boosting self-awareness. The goal is to be better than you were yesterday and apply that mentality every day, growing to greatness.